I think I'll go off on a limb here and say that you're very unique, not only for having a scientific training, but then after getting your PhD, instead of maybe taking a traditional academic job or going to work in a kind of biophysics like industry area, you went to film school. Tell us about that decision.
It was my early mid-age crisis. Because for decades, as I mentioned earlier, I just love science. I always thought I'm gonna be a faculty and doing research somewhere. And then towards the end of my PhD, I feel something that's missing for me. And I wanted more, maybe closer human interactions. Maybe I wanted more direct social impact. I'm not saying academic job don't offer that, not enough for me. So I got so lost. I thought, what is this one thing? Go back to the North Star. What is this one thing I really, besides science, I'm really passionate about? And believe it or not, at the time, I decided it was film. I always just love movies. So I borrowed I came from a very humble family, so I actually borrowed $6,000 from a friend. And then at the time, China was still very cheap. So I went to China, to Beijing Film Academy, and did 1 year cinematography because I thought growing up in China, I never was given the opportunity to explore the artistic side. What if that is my call? So I did that, and I quickly find out no, it's not. But it was such a precious gift. I gave it to myself. It didn't work out. I came back to the U.S. for my postdoc, but I would absolutely do it again, even now knowing the result. Um, I feel I feel one thing I learned that was not so much in the scientific training is the connection with people. Because filmmaking is all about seeing people from almost the most humanistic way, right? Of course, empathy and vulnerability are the buzzwords these days, and I believe in them. But 15 years ago, when I was in graduate school, they were not buzzwords. In film school, I was able to, I remember doing documentaries with immigrant workers in Beijing who just had so little um, documentary talking to kids who has mostly mental illness that was not fully recognized even by the family. It would just help me to look at people from a just a very different way. I think I still today benefit from that.